Hi, Brandon Hardison with our ongoing series of public speaking. We're helping out everyone in every space that would like to just gain some free information. Like we told you, there's a lot of great organizations that you can pay for, and they will give you a tremendous public speaking experience. Whether you're a first time teacher, supervisor, manager, or you were planning on going on big time with good old conferences and keynote speaking, but then the virus hit and we're inside this tube. So I'm just starting a series and we're just going to give you some free information. So yesterday we started with module one on a workshop, and I just wanted to continue on with module two. So, module one, why are we doing it? Just to do a recap, what is our objective to get out of it? So, if you listen to that and read some of the content on that, we're going to pick it up in module two, identifying your audience. The key to effective public speaking is preparation. The better you prepare, the more confident you will feel. And that's the whole thing about being in front of people. Preparation begins when identifying your audience, when you know what your audience and who they are and what they care about, what's important to them. Do they have misconceptions about what you're going to be speaking about? These are the kinds of questions you need to be asking yourself as you're preparing, sitting down, listing out the questions that you want to give, anticipating some of the feedback. You want to make sure that it fits in. So, holding the attention of the audience and speaking to the interests that they came in for is the most important thing about any public speech. So it's not merely about what you're saying, but it's also how you say it. If you have a message that you want to get across, then think of how the message will communicate itself best to the audience. In other words, how is that content going to filter in and they're going to remember some of it? So I would strongly suggest prepare a needs analysis. Preparing for a speech should be with thinking of the wants, the needs, the takeaways, if you will, of the audience. What are they interested in? What do they care about? No matter how entertaining and funny your speaker is, people will not give their full attention unless you're talking about something that's meaningful to them. Remember, they gave up some of their time to come hear you because you are an expert in a particular field. So you should try to let the audience know early in your speech that you're going to address their concerns. Too often, a speaker really starts out with a lengthy discussion about the history and the background of themselves or the topic. This is not what the audience cares about. They came to hear something that's going to affect their lives, not yours. So, a needs analysis measures what skills the employees of the audience need. It indicates how to deliver the right amount of training if it calls for it, and the results answered in these following questions. First one, where is the audience and where's the problem for change, the need? What can I talk about with that? What tasks or subtasks does an expert perform to complete a process? What may be the gaps of understanding or learning that's existing between experts, average, poor performers, if we're talking about a workplace? How are we going to get them from one rung of the ladder to the other? How do we translate the needs of objectives to promote a stronger learning outcome? The method can be simply observation, careful, not taking and asking questions. But you need to break it down into categories, and whatever your content, your methods are going to be addressing those questions. Takes a little time, but once again, think about the results that you're going to get out of it by doing it. So, when you look at the content and you back this up again, let me find out what I want to be a master in. Let me see how I can deliver it to make sure that it goes to all of the levels of people that are out there. If there is another person that's going to be teaching them, teach the teacher, if you will, how do you fill the gaps to get from one level to the other? That's another thing that you need to think on. Now, for some of you that are new teachers, some of you that are going to be new supervisors or managers in leadership, this is more directed at you. For someone that's just giving a speech on a general topic, well, you don't have to worry about that too much, because what you're trying to do is give a general speech, and hopefully the person that brought you in there, you can come back later and talk about how your training is going to help. So once again, Brandon Hardison, president of Champion Strategies, with another free public speaking workshop. Hopefully you got something out of it. As always in parting, go on out and make it a champion.